Hey everybody, Seth Campbell here again with another Segue Says. I'm going to be going on the road traveling for a few weeks, so I wanted to do another one of these before I go so I don't fall out of the habit of making them. And this one really is a classic in a couple of ways. It's one of the first I came up with, among the first I think, definitely one of the first that I ever would perform. And it's two really classic songs, FM by Steely Dan and Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. And this one, the main principle is the songs are in the same key and they're at roughly the same tempo. So, but this one does it a little differently than the previous ones I've showed you that have the same key and same tempo. This one, the vocals make the transition before the music does it, and hopefully that'll make more sense as I demonstrate it. But it's all about the groove of FM, which is something like this. And you got the thing with Steely Dan is it's often very difficult with their songs to tell what the verse and the chorus is, but I guess you'd call this the chorus is, give us some funked up music to treat you tonight. Feed us some hungry reggae, she'll love you twice. And the girls don't seem to care tonight, as long as the mood is right. No static at all, no static at all. FM, no static at all. And then the song just basically jams over this groove for quite a while. And that's really where you can really take advantage of that when you're looking for a transition is you have a song, it's in the same key at the same speed. The groove doesn't have to be the same, and in fact, it most definitely is not. This is the first verse, Have a Cigar. It's usually like a very sparse, I mean, if you know Pink Floyd, you know what I'm talking about, but it's, the way I'm playing it here is based on the way the Brew covered it. It's how I first learned it, is it has a lot more keyboard, a lot more rhythmic syncopation, but even in that case, it's still pretty different. So this is what you have a verse. Come on in, dear boy, have a cigar, you're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high, you're never gonna die, you're gonna make it if you try, they're gonna love you. Gonna love you. As you can see, it's an incredibly difficult song to sing. My voice isn't doing it proper justice at the moment, but that's beside the point. So, a lot of segues, and a lot of times it's not even a full-on segue. Sometimes an artist will be playing one song and just sing the melody of another song, you know, while still playing the first song, just for a minute, just to tease it, as it were, is the term for that. But with this, you can actually go a little farther, and basically you just keep playing the FM after the chorus, and you can jam on it however long you want to. Then you're ready to make the switch. You just do this. Come on in, dear boy, have a cigar, you're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high, you're never gonna die, you're gonna make it if you try, they're gonna love you. And just for consistency to ease the transition, you go back to the groove here for the remaining part of the first verse. I've always had a deep respect, I mean the most sincerely. Man, it's just fantastic, that's really what I think. By the way, which one's pink? Yeah, of course. Told you the name of the game, boy. You caught it right in the gravy train. Yeah, yeah, yeah. that you've established the new feel, you can go full on Have a Cigar. So that's the way from FM to Have a Cigar, and it occurs to me I haven't yet made a video of a Segue that only works one way. I'm sure we'll get to some eventually. In fact, I know there are some, but this is another one that can go back to FM, and this one's one of those. It's a sudden pivot. You know, you're suddenly in the other. Where it's, you know, on the way in there was a little gradual vocals first, and then the band and the groove. You can do it that way. There's some where, since the chord progression is the same, you don't really have to transition. This is one where right on the spot you're switching back, because you've got the what I suppose you call the riff of Have a Cigar. You know, after the last chorus, you got the. Botched it a little bit there, but yeah, then it goes back into the Have a Cigar groove. But you don't have to, since it ends on the note of the key. You can just right there on the spot go back in to FM, and here's how that works. There you go. Simple enough. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you once I get back from England.